Better than Lego. Better than Lego.
Matty Johns is in position for a long-range shot. He's with it now, Matty Johns. Here goes the kick from Johns.
And hello, guys. It is John's Family Podcast time. Patricia Johns, Cooper Johns, favourite son, Jack Johns. G'day, guys. How you doing? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. Mate, have a look at me. Neville Bartos, mate, flying. How's Kyle and Jackie O been this week, brother?
Mate, good. Yeah, very good. Busy, man. Just busy, as usual.
Yeah.
How you been?
You look a little weathered to me.
You do,
Yeah.
Cooper.
I've been busy.
You know what? We're going to
Big man on campus can't hold
We're going to
weekend.
hold it, people. But, I mean, people, I can just hear the punters going, come on, get to the boat story. Come on. Jackie O's boat cruise. Who was on there, by the way? How many people?
That's
For her birthday, by the way, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's for her 49th. There's probably 50 of us on there.
Oh, it looks more.
Yeah, it looks deceiving sometimes. It was a big boat.
That's a good boat, that one.
Too big for 50.
What about the paparazzi? As you were getting on, you got snapped a few times. Saw people being quite critical of your shirt.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. A couple
I
of
loved
people.
your
It's a
shirt.
great shirt.
Terry Toweling?
Got a few compliments from it. But yeah, plenty of us getting papped, as they say. Me, Jackie, Kyle, Johnny Ibrahim, all the big ones were getting papped. So
Okay.
I can only imagine, Coop.
Interesting. It's funny how on the paparazzi, you're always like basically send a shot with your face straight down the barrel. It's like you were paying the guy to be out there. How'd you go?
That happens a bit.
Who'd you hook up with? Who was your gang?
who'd I? Well, a lot of the producers and stuff from the show were in there. So a lot of those guys and girls we sort of hooked up with. One of Kyle's manager, Bruno.
Oh, Bruno. Yeah.
We
Bruno
don't talk
Boucher.
about Bruno.
I knew Bruno from steady, Trish. Hey,
We
steady.
don't talk about Bruno.
Bruno Boucher. Yeah, Bobby Boucher.
That's from a movie.
Yeah, don't do it again.
Oh.
But my favourite part was, so the paparazzi got a boat and they were out there as well, like just taking
my
pictures of the boat, just trying to get some juicy goss. And this group of young girls on a hen's yacht came past.
Kids these days.
And everybody must have known we were all on it because like people were coming by, like kids and dads were coming by with cameras taking pictures of it. Like apparently it was the most tracked boat in Australia that day. Like everyone was tracking where it was because they all have trackers on them.
Yeah, right.
So you can track where in the harbour they are. So people were rocking up and this hens group all come past and the hen came past and flashed us and
Tit-toot.
got the tits out, got the Bristols out.
Were they
and,
white? Out of curiosity?
Oh, Trish,
Her
please.
Bristols?
More, nothing.
No, like,
Just-
do you know, like tan line white? Like, you don't see girls topless sunbathing anymore.
Yeah, I
know
mean,
what?
Depends what beaches you go to.
I probably didn't get a close enough look at them.
Okay, just curious.
Look, if you were that person, just let us know. Send a photo through, see if you
Yeah.
do have tan lines.
Or was it a fake tan?
But the paparazzi was right behind us, so they've got a shot. You can look it up on the internet. There's like a shot from behind of her lifting up her shirt. With obviously they don't have her boobs in it because it's from behind, but you see all of us on the back of the boat like smiling. And in one of the shots I'm facing the other way, and then you see me in the other shot looking back, like looking straight at the cans and just smiling really hard, like a little Cheshire cat. And then, but Kenna, like my girlfriend was obviously on the boat, Kenna, and she was inside, and she came out, and everyone was talking about these boobs going on. Ken was like, "Oh, did you see him? Did you see him?" I went, "Nah, I didn't have a look at him. I wasn't looking." But then the photo come out, and I'm just staring straight down the eye of her tits.
The eye of her tits.
Yeah, I suppose like at the centre because they were fake. They're
called nipples. mate.
Oh, well,
They're
that's
actually
why she's
called
so happy to
nipples.
share.
If you're aiming for the centre, it's probably the nipples.
Yeah, there was that photo incriminated a few of us actually. It got a few of us.
What
in trouble.
other swashbuckling shenanigans were happening on there? You didn't drink too much, did you?
Nah, I didn't. I went up, actually later that night, I went up and caught up with the human missile, James Magnuson. He had a surprise birthday for his partner.
Rose?
Yeah.
Rose, who is a wild woman. Wild women do when they don't regret it.
She's my new fun friend.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
fun,
her.
all right.
Oh,
Holy dooly.
She's
Oh
great.
yeah, she's fast.
Yeah,
She's
don't
awesome.
change, Rose.
No, we love her.
Don't change.
No,
Don't
please
change.
don't.
So what else going on, Cooper? Like, what else?
No,
happening on
that's
there?
really...
Did you catch up with Johnny Ibrahim?
I did. I went up to Johnny Hiram and said g'day.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of you. He was very.
Can we talk about what he went into specifics, Kit?
No. We won't talk about he, but he was a big fan of Matthew. He did say, mate, your dad's a very good bloke. You know what you're going to get from him all the time.
Consistent.
Okay, did he mention anyone else?
No, he didn't mention anyone else.
Anyone else in our family, so to speak, even distant. Doesn't have to be, like, I don't know, uncles or brothers or anything.
Oh, yeah, he said he'd seen Joey not long ago at the Clavelli Hotel.
Oh, yeah?
And he said it's good to see him.
Anything else?
Which is always good. No, that's it, really.
Yeah. What about you, Jack?
No, I had a really low-key weekend. It was good. I was just around the northern beaches, cruising, getting some sun.
Are you enjoying being back home, Jack? Like being, in the northern beaches?
It's good being back. Good being back. I go down the old Collaroy now, my old stopping ground. We had dinner with James and Rose on Friday night as well, didn't we? We caught up with them. Rose was she's quite honest, and she believes straight away that I wasn't talking enough.
Oh, did she say that?
She said I wasn't talking enough. So I'll have to make it up for her next time.
You are an anomaly in this family, aren't you, Jay? He's an anomaly. Like, he's very disciplined as far as his lifestyle and drinking and stuff like that. He's quite subdued.
He was always the good child.
Yeah. Or in a public place, he's quite subdued. Like, you never, you very just stand back.
Pretty boring.
Who are you?
No, you're not.
Talking about your weekend, Matthew, I was very impressed with the Las Vegas Fletch and Hindy documentary.
It was
that came
hilarious.
Out. Very funny. Very funny. And you were in fine form.
They did a great job. Our producers, Ben and Leon, sound guy Dusty, who was...
he's from the States,
he's
right?
from the States. It was the first time
New
he's
friend?
ever been exposed to Australian TV. 2 days in, I said to Dusty, is everything okay, Dusty? He goes, you guys are animals. And then 4 days in, I said, is everything okay, Dusty? He said, this is the best fun I've ever had in my working life.
Wow.
How about the Double Down Saloon? Like, I was there the first time you went. Needless to say, I didn't attend. What a
No, you didn't go to the pub. You didn't go to the saloon, did you?
No, of course
It's
I wasn't
awesome.
going
What
there.
about the kit you were wearing? What the hell was going on with that white jacket? Do you look like a...
I like that jacket.
So I like it too.
And you know what? All the others had black jackets on, and it's cream, actually. Beige, if you must know. Yes.
bone. Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. It was
Thanks.
a bit... Your dance moves are a bit off-putting.
I thought, mate, the music, House of Fun by Madness, I just
Yeah.
couldn't contain myself.
What was the demographic there at the Double Down Saloon when you walked in? Because I got a feeling they might have had a bit of a shock when you...
I would say the clientele, when you go into the Double Down Saloon there...
I would have liked to have seen more pictures of them, actually. Or
Yeah,
were they...
I think there's probably a reason why they don't allow themselves to be photographed.
Okay.
It's a little bit off the strip. I would say cowboy hats, cowboy boots. I would say not a lot of deodorant. I would say intense alcoholism. Are we talking about Fletch and Hindy and Gordy, or are we talking about the other people?
They just wanted to get out of there.
I got one more for you about it.
Yeah.
Because, there's like... You go into certain clubs or bars and there's a distinct smell. Like, for instance, the Cambridge in Newcastle, before it was shut down, it had a very distinct smell of vinegar and feet.
Yes.
That got around a lot.
Vinegar
Even though
and
they
feet.
changed the carpet, but it just didn't go away. What did it smell like? What did you get hints of? Like, if you're a wine connoisseur for a club smell, what would you find hints of?
Bacon.
I would say it'd be the mixture between a like a chicken farm and arse.
Right. Okay, that's very specific.
Sits somewhere right in the middle. Like when you walk into the place, that's the first thing you go, my God, am I in a chicken farm or am I sniffing somebody's ass? I was actually sniffing someone's ass. But hence the drink, the arse juice. I got arse
And
juice and bacon martini.
Bacon martini.
Bacon martini, was there actual bacon in it? Or was it just like...
big strip of
essence
bacon in it.
right.
Oh, God.
Pretty ordinary.
How was it received? Have you had any feedback from it?
Oh, from punters,
they
Or
loved
from
it.
even Fletch and High? Has anyone
they
given you
didn't
feedback?
like it.
They didn't like it?
I actually caught them talking about it behind my back. They'll say, mate, how rank was that place? What a waste of an hour and a half. I went, guys, I'm hearing you. It's very easy to bring in other co-hosts, guys.
What about the documentary in general?
Feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had plenty of people come up
Everybody
on the
loved
street.
it.
They enjoyed it. You know what the people enjoyed about it? And Dusty, our sound guy, said it as well. He just goes, it's really unusual to see four guys who like each other so much. I think that's what people enjoyed so much.
You know what showed it a lot? Obviously, Hindy at the end, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But when you're in the gun range and you're all holding each other. I thought that really showed how much you do care about
I
each other.
quite like BB.
BB.
She was a personality.
Yeah. She served. And do you remember the bit on there where Fletch asked her, I forget it was, something about America, and she turned and had a little
got all
smile.
very
She goes,
serious.
She goes, we help people discover their freedom. Other countries, everyone went. We all just went, a little bit quiet. Okay, BB. Then there was the, what do you call it? The heart attack grill. You guys.
Yeah, I took the boys there. Good parenting
Yeah,
many
what about
years
you,
ago.
mate? Mate, you took it like a champ. Those slaps.
He loves a bit of S&M, obviously.
Yeah.
Bam.
Well, you know, Trish, wouldn't you?
You're pushing back.
Absolutely.
You're pushing right back into that paddle.
Get down on it.
What was the girl's name?
Ricky.
Yeah,
Ricky.
Mate,
She was a good sport.
Ricky, don't lose
Hindy?
that number.
He was a bit...
He didn't like
I
it.
saw another side of Hindy. Actually, there was a lot of sides of Hindy in this whole documentary.
Yeah, lots of signs.
Do you know, but something like that could be quite triggering for a person.
You're getting slapped.
Yeah. No, like he might have had bad experience at school where, he was whipped with the cane or whatever,
Maybe it's just because most Sundays he was beaten to a pulp on the football field.
I don't
No, he's the people's champion. He was the
He
MVP
is.
on the trip.
Mate,
But you were saying
wasn't
about
he?
the whack. See, everyone doesn't like certain things. Like for me, blunt force hit, bonk, doesn't worry me. I can handle that. For me, I don't like pricks.
Sorry?
Social people, pricks as far as... No, but
Needles.
like needles. Things that are acute pain, like a pinch or a needle.
You've never been a fan of the nipple cripple. I remember you used
Don't
to
like
hate it when we
Don't
used to
like people
nipple
grabbing the
cripple,
nipples.
That's
Don't like
because he has
people-
strange nipples.
And I
Yeah.
don't like people fingering my belly button.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's been doing that?
Yeah.
Gordy?
You do like it when I stick my fingers in your ears, though.
Oh, yeah, ears. Yeah.
Is there like a category for that? Like, is it ear play? What would you call that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to lick his ears when we'd go swimming.
Again,
That's
that's
true.
a good code word, ears. What she means to say is
No, I like-
arse.
Anyone that
Okay.
knows me, I love salt.
Yeah.
I have that much salt. My
Jeez,
food.
okay, a bit of salty.
Yeah.
That's it. I just, yeah. Yes. Anyone else want to stick their fingers in any holes I've got at the moment? There's still a mouth here. Arse and ears are taken, but the mouth is still.
Oh, I think.
And the other, mate, were you surprised by Gordy? By Gordy's how terrified of heights he is?
Is it a heights thing?
That's a
I
heights.
wasn't
Oh,
surprised
God,
at
no.
all. Could you do that, Coo?
Oh, I could do it,
I
but
don't
I
do
wouldn't like
rights.
it. Like, I don't think anyone likes it. No one likes it.
Me and Gordy don't just share birthday.
Yeah.
We share the same phobia.
Yeah.
Which is heights and snakes.
For those
serpents.
Yeah,
that
it's
for those
funny,
that
isn't
have
it?
not seen it, it's like there was basically just like
Oh.
a pole where you sort of have you're in like a roller coaster cart and it just right off the edge of this building
Yeah.
and you're just hovering over the
Suspended
end.
in midair.
Twice the size of the Centrepoint Tower in Sydney.
Yeah, the stratosphere.
It's one of the
building?
highest
That
in the
front
world.
GoPro shot where it's shot like your perspective where you're looking over the edge is horrifying. Like it's that high.
Gordon, when he was standing there before, he's pumping himself up. Well, me and Gordon was sitting there just going. I was circling like, my God, like this is. And I was looking at Gordy, so you're right. And he's going, mate, I don't think I can do this. And I thought, oh, Gordon would be okay. And then when he sat down, I can get out of here. The bloke's go, yeah. I love when he says to the guy, have you done this before? And he goes, yeah, 4 times.
Yeah. You would hope he's done a lot more than that.
I would have thought that too.
Yeah.
But what particularly scared me, and I've said it on the podcast here before, I think I did, was the fact that our sound guy, Dusty, pushed my safety, pushed the safety bar down. Boom. And I went, I just want to make sure that this is down properly. So you might hear me on the podcast say, could someone have
On
a
the
second look at me
show.
here? Anyway, because everyone had checked and my bar's down, but it wasn't down properly. Anyway, the guy came over and went, oh, geez, yeah, okay. And that was just before we went. Hence why I was so terrified and
Sure.
dry heaving.
What's the like? Did you have to sign a waiver? What's the go? Or like, what would the insurance be on like
Someone go
a
flying
machine
out.
like that? Like, is there
It'd
like
change for everyone, I suppose. Like Dad, we'd get good life insurance on Dad.
yeah.
2 shows and
That
that.
could be. Now, there's a question, Trish. We just had a discussion about life insurance. We've decided to lower the premiums.
So expensive. The older you get, they just bump it up.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
But if I was to
Closer.
go on that ride, or just say on a roller coaster, and actually go hurtling out of the roller coaster and die a death, like that.
Very good question. I would think you like I would, and I'm assuming I'm not a lawyer. I would assume that the life insurance policy would be paid out. However, I would assume that the insurer would sue that company.
God, lots of
for
assumptions
a liability.
there. Lots of assumptions. Thank God you're not a lawyer. Yeah, could I?
And they'd be after me suing them.
Just the other thing that's going on at the moment. Taylor Swift. Okay, and I don't want people going, oh, Taylor Swift again. In my lifetime, Trish, I don't think I've ever seen so much hype around someone coming to Australia. I remember it was massive. Remember Jerry Seinfeld come to Australia?
No.
At one point.
I think he's coming this year.
But when he first came to Australia,
Really?
it was a lot of hype. I remember Elton John getting married in Australia. There was a lot of hype.
You're much older than me.
The ones that create, like as far as biggest concerts, the three, AC/DC, Dire Straits and Adele, but purely on hype. Mate, Taylor Swift, it's almost bordering on Beatlemania.
Mate,
It's more than Beatlemania.
Mate, there's one person I
don't
feel
know about that.
so sorry for, and this podcast will come out on a Friday, and what he's done is his third one of the week is Ticket Man. I imagine that there are some girlfriends out there that have been fighting for these tickets for the last year who are giving their boyfriends one of the great rev-ups in the morning before they do their Ticket Man segment. If you get through unscathed Friday, Coop, I'd consider it one of your best feats.
Yeah.
Okay, so was it North Sydney Oval Monday?
North Sydney Oval Monday. It's Glen
Mall?
something out of Parramatta on
Not
Wednesday.
Glenmore Park or Glenfield?
Glenfield. That's where it is.
Excellent.
On Wednesday, and the Friday location has not been disclosed yet. This will come out on that day, so keep your ears open. I will say, on the Swifties, earlier in the week we were tracking her plane. There's a live tracker, which I kind of think is a bit of an invasion.
Going
Yeah.
on. Jackie O's boat.
There's an invasion
all
of
boats,
privacy.
super
All
yachts
boats,
you can track.
all planes have a tracker in them. You can track them online. So people have been tracking her plane's movements, and people today actually tracked the plane leaving Sydney. They don't think she was on it, but it's going to Honolulu to go back and pick Travis Kelce.
That's exactly right. Told you it was coming.
And there was like 2,000 people on this website. You could see how many people were watching. Everyone was watching. It would have been just all journos just ready to report on it.
Trav on his way.
Her life must be like, I don't know, one of those like, almost like the Gorilla Enclosure where you're just in there and no matter what you're doing, everybody's watching you.
She couldn't wander about freely.
No,
That's a shame.
She couldn't.
No, she couldn't go on Super
Anywhere in the world, really.
That would be interesting. Is there anywhere in the world?
Africa, maybe?
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Museum in the Gold Coast,
Wax
Cavill
Museum.
Avenue? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Excellent
Posing
museum,
beside
by
herself.
the
I would
way.
think there'd be a couple countries, like Kazakhstan maybe.
Central Asia.
know.
No, she's massive there.
She would be.
Massive. All through Europe. You're right, Trish. It could only be a really remote.
Like
area.
in a safari park. You know what I mean?
Or, I'm talking like remote, say Highlands, Papua New Guinea. But even then,
I know.
like they get all their rugby league and everything, so they would certainly get Taylor
Dav's
Swift.
written down the Congo.
Yeah, the Belgian Congo,
Yeah, if you're keen. Jeez.
Zaire, possibly.
Jesus. Who
No,
wants
but
to
they'd
go
get
there
it
just for a bit of privacy?
No,
but you may die, but go by all means.
I'll tell you what, geez, you're swinging hard today, Trish.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going. I can't tell you how many people I'm getting messages from people, friends, daughters, relatives, saying, "Oh, if you've got a spare ticket." Well, I don't have a spare ticket. I'm going, but my girlfriend bought me the ticket.
All right.
Nice.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson has a biopic coming out. His nephew Jafar Jackson is playing him, and there's a lot of hype around it. They've already started like leaking photos and whatnot. If Taylor Swift, right, is her life interesting enough to do a biopic?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Would it
right
be?
now?
Well,
Because I'm thinking right now, she's big, she's great, and obviously Michael's got a great story from the
Yep.
with biopics, there has to be a bit more than just the music.
It would be
Do you
number
think-
one.
You think?
Oh,
course it
it'd go
is.
number one because her fan base is huge,
yeah,
but I don't know if
huge.
it'd be that interesting.
I don't think it'd be bad. She's pretty solid. There's a few out. There's a couple of documentaries out there already.
But apart
Obviously,
from-
she sells off her tour.
Apart from her
things.
music, what else is it? What's it just going to go through
She's
a
got
dating
some,
history?
No, I think her road to fame. Like she was a very early performer. As a child performer.
Child prodigy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because all the best biopics have that bit of like, there's something on the side, like
Drug
obviously-
abuse or
Don't worry,
something
she's
like
got-
that.
she's
She's
got-
pretty clean. She's a clean skit.
She's
Yeah,
pretty
but
clean.
she's got a future to. She's all right.
Yeah,
What,
you're-
are you saying she's going to do something bad?
Hey, well, there's the whole Travis relationship.
Motley Crue, at
the
least, like,
marriage,
you
the
know.
divorce, the split. Oh, my God. Imagine that. What sort of prenup's
Yeah,
going on there?
Jack posed
Who
a-
gets the plane?
Jack
Yeah.
posed a question the other day. He said, when her and Travis Kelce break up, or when, who knows?
If.
I think
I hope they don't.
No, I think they'll get married.
Yeah.
Now it's whether that lasts.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want to be completely positive.
Yeah.
What song, Jack said, name the song. What would be the song if they break up? And I said, this is a little uncouth, but what the hell, I'll just do it for this podcast. I said, her song would be, I used to catch your balls in my arms, now they're in my PA's handbag.
It's just too long.
I've heard better than that.
Well, no, you just go, I used to
Imagine
catch
trying
your
to-
balls in the arm, and then you put, they do the
Imagine
next thing in brackets.
trying to write the kids trying to write that on the cassette. I would go, we're not in Kansas anymore.
That is brilliant.
Oh, you are. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
not very good.
My prediction is they finish up before the next NFL season starts.
Oh, well.
Interesting.
And they're going
Yeah.
to she's going to finish. Wait, when does she finish touring? Does
Oh,
anyone
I
know?
think she's still got a while.
Yeah, well, that time off,
was
too much time together maybe now.
So surprised that the Americans booed her.
booed
Americans
her?
aren't.
Oh, yeah,
they
that-
cut her in the sands of people boo.
Oh, that's old news.
What about her and Kanye? Kanye.
Yeah,
Kanye.
but what's the truth and what's the bullshit there, too?
Oh,
I
just
got
tell me the
no
bullshit.
idea.
The bullshit's more interesting.
Yeah, like she had him thrown out. Well, she wouldn't have given two hoots about him. She wouldn't have been paying attention to him.
Well, I don't know. Remember those things
It's
he
quite
said about her at the
irrelevant.
Grammy Awards? Remember that?
That's true.
Yeah, but she's
Yeah.
focusing on a game. She's there living her own life. She's not worried about
Yeah.
what Kanye's doing or where he is.
Payback's a bitch. Yeah.
Mm.
Best served cold.
Those people booing, though, they would have probably just been San Francisco supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
true.
think, like, she's brought that much money. What is it, like, she's, to the NFL alone, it's an additional 330 million she's brought in revenue. Like, and let alone, like, imagine what she's done just for the Chiefs in general, their brand. Like, if you another NFL team, you're just jealous.
Yeah, exactly. You know, what she's bringing in to Sydney over this weekend, it's something like 200 million. Crazy, like, for the
Yeah.
economy. It's like, just amazing.
Yeah. And Ticketman is there for the
And he's
there
at
for
the-
the picking.
And
Yeah.
people, our man, Ticket Man, aka Cooper Johns, is at the coalface.
It's not me. It's not me.
Oh, sorry.
Alter ego.
Sorry. Yeah. What about, here's a question for you. What would
Better
Clark...
not be about Taylor Swift again. If I hear another Taylor Swift.
No.
Oh, well, you know what? Matt has requested that I buy him a T-shirt.
Oh, Trish, you
At
have to
the
put that
concert.
out. You're affecting my
he
macho
said,
image.
He said, will you buy me a T-shirt? Because I think you feel a little sorry for her because of the haters.
Yeah.
And Matt's a bit like
I
that.
think
He
she's
likes
doing
the-
all right, guys. I'm pretty
I
sure
know.
she'll be
I
fine.
just lend my support.
Do you know what I hate, though? I hate all these people coming out and go, oh, I'm just so over the Taylor Swift thing. Guess what, guys? She's not writing about herself. It's the media. Blame the media.
Yeah,
if
I
you
want
want
a
to blame
t-shirt.
anyone.
My Phil Collins one's got a rip in it too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if the line's not too big.
Oh, now a question. What would Clark Kent do these, given the fact there's no phone boxes? Where would he get changed?
Where does Ticketman get changed?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where does
in the car.
Tick-
I usually get
Nah.
changed in the car out there.
Definitely public
I
toilets.
guess a public toilet,
Public
yeah?
toilets for
Public
sure.
Is it
toilet.
really the only place?
The other day, I got changed in its studio, and then on the way out. But then on the way out, Ticketman had a pretty big weekend, and his gut started to rumble, and something started leaking out, so I had to run to a public toilet, and it takes ages to get it all off.
Oh.
And Ticketman may have shit himself a little bit.
Shitty ticket.
I tell you
man.
what, you wait till Friday, you'll be certainly shitting
Yeah.
yourself. You get chased by the Swifties.
Yeah, I'm predicting as you get closer to the weekend, there's just going to be more and more people turning up to Ticketman's events.
I've got something to ask you. I want you to ask Jackie O this and come back with the answer. Ask Jackie about the time that I used to go on the Colin Jackie O show as Reg Reagan, right?
Is
So
this
I
when
got-
they were
Did
at
you?
2 Day?
A 2-day, yep. So I got there one day and I went into the toilet, the disabled toilet to get changed. It was roomier. And I walked in there. Anyway, I thought I'd locked the door. It's one of those ones you go, is it locked? Is it locked? Yeah, it's locked. Anyway, I'm standing there completely naked with the Reg wig and mustache on. Next minute, Jackie walks in. She went, oh, my God. I went, I'm so sorry. And we were on air. She goes, oh, my God, I've just seen Reg Reagan naked.
Well, thank God it was just Reg.
I've got
not
an idea
Matthew.
for a podcast
It's
this year. I'd love
huge.
to just see Red Drake and have a one-on-one with Ticketman. That's all.
Oh,
Right.
you're going to say. You're going to say someone else now. I said, that wouldn't be cool. Let's take a break. And I'll tell you when we come back, we're going to have a talk about, mate, I tell you what, if you're a stop-go person, if you're in traffic control like I once was, onwards and upwards. Welcome back, people. I tell you what, already the request coming through a Ticketman. Swifties actually lined up outside the house.
I'm worried about that. People start rocking up at the house and shit. Yeah.
Have you had people trying to,
I get people messaging me and that, like asking, like, can you run it at me?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like, I'll get a heap of people messaging me the day before, like, sending me selfies of themselves and be like, I'll be wearing this, like, run at me. And I'm like,
I'll have a white carnation.
Will
in
you
my
be wearing
top
a Kevlar
pocket.
vest?
Ticketman security's been, like, this week especially, it's been leveled up. Like,
really?
It's, like, doubled in size, doubled it, like, in
Numbers?
actual size of the security guards.
Yeah, right.
Like, they were like 5'8" before,
Oh.
and now they're like 6'4".
Oh wow!
They've gone from being like just little Aussie dudes to now they're like big
strong
Polynesian
guys.
blokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to get the ticket, man, you're going to pay a serious price.
Yeah.
At what point do they stop looking up Ticketman? Do they leave with
When
you?
the mask comes off, usually. When the mask comes off.
And then they go, oh.
People don't recognise him after that. They go, who's this guy again? Where's Ticket Man? Yeah, if you're 5'8", I mean, guys, I'm not going to put a damper on any of your dreams out there if your dream is to be going to security. But if you're 5'8", people, you got to at least have a martial art, at least one taekwondo
What's yours?
or something. Yeah. Me, Jeet Kune Do. 6-hit punch, mate. You've just unearthed something rather interesting.
Yeah, guys, it's been reported that stop-go workers are getting $129,000 a year for 36 hours of work a week. Dad, you worked as a stop-go guy for a bit.
I did.
What was the best bit of it?
I was a casual worker, extremely casual. I used to get $40 a day.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
What?
$40
A
sorry.
day, not an hour.
No, but inflation back in your day, when
$40
I
a
wasn't
day.
born in the Stone Age, mate.
like weren't you playing when Jesus was playing for bloody Jerusalem?
Mate. No, it was $40 a day, but yeah, I think, well, at the moment, most of the people you see in traffic control are
It's
young women,
privatised.
backpackers.
It's privatised now. You worked for the council, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all privatised, private business now.
Had some
That's why
weird
it's so,
shit.
yeah.
Some of the worst days I had, I worked with a guy who was a stoner one day. They warned me so much.
A stoner?
Like his own, as in like...
Yeah, dude,
I
it
liked it. Yeah, right.
And he would duck off
Heebie-doobie.
into the scrub, then come out, and we were on a crest of a hill. I was on one side, he was on the other, so it was particularly tricky. So you got the speaker going, mate, I'm going to let mine through. Yep,
No,
roger
walkie-talkie.
that. Yeah, walkie-talkie. And I text go, hey, Terry, how you going, mate? Yeah, mate, what's going on? I said, oh, no, I think he's gone and had a suck on the old doobie. I said, mate, I'm going to let mine through. He goes, yeah, sweet, me too. And they had a head-on at the top, at the crest of the hill. Yep.
So who gets into trouble for that?
Do they do any testing afterwards? With some bloods, maybe?
I think they tested Terry and said he might have probably been in the wrong. Another time when I was playing second grade, I was still working in traffic control and stop go, and I was on the main road at Cessnock and we got knocked out in the finals. And mate, like school buses were going past, and I used to really push the beanie down on the head. The abuse you would cop was pretty prolific. Another day I worked with a guy, Italian guy.
Hey.
Actually, he wasn't a fun Italian guy. He actually just he loved that Alanis Morissette song, Black Velvet. If it is Alanis Morissette.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it is.
Was it? Yeah. He'd just be sitting there in the car, and he'd just go, Black Velvet, if you please. Yeah, I love that song. I know, I can get it. But the best day, without the best gang I ever worked with, we worked in the Wattigan Mountains. They were actually a band called the Hi-Fis, I mentioned before.
Hi
They used
Fives?
to take they were a band in Cessnock.
Hang on, high fives, like the children's
No.
group.
Hi-Fis. Hi-Fi. As
Oh,
in,
hi-fi, Hi-Fi.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Wi-Fi
Hi-Fis.
with a
It was in
H
Wi-Fi's,
instead of a
but it used to be
W.
Hi-Fi.
Sorry.
And they used to take their guitars and all their instruments up to the Wattigan Mountains because there's no one up there. Only greenies sort of chained themselves to trees occasionally.
Did you have to deal with any of that?
Not really, because I was just telling them to stop go sign. But when they would, protecting the trees, all the blokes up there, Alistair and all the blokes would just go, good as gold.
Whatever.
They become mates with the hippies and actually let them, because they said, well, we can't do any more road work because they've chained themselves to the tree. So they just pull out the instruments and start playing. I remember one day there was a hippie actually chained to a tree singing along with one of the songs. Don't knock the knock, Cessnock.
They sound hippies back then sound cool.
Fun.
But as you know, Cobber, these days they're a bit more
extremely territorial. Particularly when you go to northern New South Wales. BB, Byron Bay.
Yes.
Say no more.
Yes. Hula hoops. What else you got there, Cobber?
Interesting. I want to do a predicament of the week. Are you keen?
Before
you move on, do you want to predict?
Why don't you do one?
Okay, this one's got all to do with credibility and flow-on effect.
Sorry?
Okay, I'm going to give a scenario.
Okay.
You can have $200 million as a result of being in 5 Adam Sandler movies, right? You're in 5 Adam Sandler movies, you're $200 million.
Yeah.
Or you take $160 million and you've been in 5 Quentin Tarantino movies. Which do you take?
I'm going with Adam Sandler, thanks.
But which Adam Sandler is it? Like early or like Jack and Jill and Pixels?
You're throwing them all in a hat and you've got to draw out. So it could be blended, Jack and Jill, some of those blood. I mean, if you think about this, and I'll say flow and effect. If you've been in 5 Tarantino movies, say Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you think about what that does as flow and effect and credibility compared to 5 bludgers.
I'm going Tarantino.
I'm going Tarantino.
They're Oscar movies.
When you wrote this question, I'd just love to see where that figure come from, because I'm pretty sure a whole lot less you'd get a lot more people do either option.
Yeah, no. Well,
I'm going Adam Sandler. I just think he'd be more fun to work with. I like him.
Yeah.
I think Quentin might be a little unusual.
I think he'd be. But what about the people you're starring in those movies, Coop?
Yeah, well, that's Coop Dog. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of different roles in those movies. Like, is it same thing? Hand in a hat for what?
Role.
For what movie?
Yeah, and role.
Like, I don't want to be the chick who has the heroin overdose and has to have the adrenaline injection.
Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I don't want to be her.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good role.
It's a very, very good role. I'd like to be Bruce Willis. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be Zed.
I think you'd want to be
Zed's dead, baby.
Yeah, but I'd take Tarantino. Well, if you could be, if I could give you a role in any Quentin Tarantino movie, have a think about it.
I'd be Django.
You like Django?
Yeah,
I'd
be Django. It'd be hard, obviously, because it's set in a time where, like, I'd have to be an African American to play that role, but I'd like to play that role.
Jamie Foxx did it well.
He did a great.
I tell you, he's good. The Austrian guy who plays
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, that's a good role too.
Yeah,
Either
he's
one
a
of those.
great actor.
Mate, his best role is in in Glorious Bastards.
At the
yep.
start.
Tarantino talks about how when they're trying to cast that role, and you had to find someone that was fluent in French, German, and Italian, and English, and he's like, he just did not think he was almost going to scrap the script and sell it to someone until he found Christoph Waltz.
Wow,
it's pretty. Yeah, he got an Academy Award for both those roles.
That he was so good in that opening scene in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh mate, the scene where they're under the
under the house.
Oh,
can I ask?
Don't ask,
what
babe, just do
ethnicity
it.
is he? Is he Austrian?
I think he's German. I thought he might have. Maybe I'm
That's
wrong.
just his. Let's Google.
See what I
you
do.
Google that.
See
I
what
think
I
he
did
might be
there.
Austrian.
So I said Austrian. It's like when I met a woman yesterday in a bookstore. She was serving me, Trish. Don't look at me like that. At the bookstore at Mona Vale, and she had an American accent, and I went, "Oh,
Canadian?
what part of Canada are you from?"
Yes.
And she went, "Oh,
safe."
and you know, she replied, which is really interesting. She said, "I'm not from Canada. My father is American. I was growing up in Venezuela." In Caracas, in Venezuela.
Caracas.
Back when it was, she said it was a great way to live. But, you know, these days, of course, the dictatorship and everything's happening.
What did everyone say? What was your guess?
I went
again?
Austrian.
I said Austrian.
I said German.
Austrian German.
Oh, we're all winners.
Everyone's a winner.
We're all a winner. You get ice cream. You get ice cream.
Let's
Right,
play
a
that.
question to Jack and to Trish. If you could be any character in an Adam Sandler movie, which would it be? Trish likes to take time and hit. Jack, which one do you think?
The Drew
Barrymore
No,
role.
I'd love to play a
Blended?
bad guy. I'd like to be Shooter McGavin. I would love to be Shooter McGavin. I think there's a lot you could do with that role, and there's not much you could do wrong. You could just be a complete asshole, and you'd get. Well, in fairness, he did get typecasted, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Did he play anyone else ever again, really?
After that, because he knocked it back originally. Because it first offered to Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner knocked it back.
Oh,
I can't imagine. He's too likable.
couldn't see him doing the shooter.
By the same token, would you say that Apollo Creed could play Chubbs?
See, that was my other guy. I was going to go double Happy Gilmore. I was going to be Chubbs or shooter.
Yeah.
I think Chubbs has got some great lines, low key.
I love Chubbs.
I don't even think those are the best character. And I think the best character is Ben Stiller as the nurse, the evil nan.
He's good.
The evil nan babysitter.
So you could do that. You could do that quite easily. I think you could do that effortlessly. Because it is you.
Just me.
You're in a rather dark mood today, I must say. You are the dark force.
Yeah,
quite quiet.
Yeah.
Hurting for a squirting.
You're like a young Anakin Skywalker.
So no one asked me.
Sorry, we're waiting.
I have to Google. Jennifer Aniston's role in Just Go With It. That'd be a fun role.
It'd be great if I saw it.
Can't even remember.
It's okay.
It's a rom-com. I liked it. Do you know what? I used to always say that Cooper looked like Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, they're going to say Jennifer Aniston.
What is his name, that actor? Oh, Hayden Christensen.
That's exactly. Where's he gone?
There's something not right about it.
I think he got typecasted.
Yeah, he did that movie Jumper. I always liked that movie.
And he did another one where he was having an operation and didn't go under the anaesthetic. It was creepy.
Oh.
Yeah. That wasn't pleasant.
What was that
That's
one
my
called?
nightmare.
Saw?
No.
Don't.
Cooper's got a nasty review for you guys as well. In case no one saw on our social media, me and Dad filmed a little skit during the week. The basis of the skit, if you haven't seen it, you can go watch it, but the basis of it was I'm trying to kill father through fortune cookie, and the fortune cookies are trying to warn him that I'm going to poison him in the wine, and then Trish yells out for him to do the dishwasher and chores, and Dad decides to drink the wine anyway to obviously escape the punish
And
that Patricia
I might
Reeves.
add, they just asked me, I was doing my own thing, they said, Trish, can you just call out from upstairs, like asking Matt to do unpack the dishwashers again? Oh, yeah, no worries, because I'm just that kind of girl. I just go, yeah, no worries. Happy to accommodate. And then I saw what they did with it. I was like, assholes.
The best part of that
she said, how do you want me to play this? I said, just be yourself. Have you listened? You'll know why.
She nailed it.
You'll know why I drank the wine.
I did.
But obviously there were some people out there not realising it was a joke, because I got
really?
a message. Yeah.
Misogyny.
Somebody had to get offended by it. I got a message today. You and your father should be ashamed, thinking it's funny that he would forcibly drink poison because his wife is making him do chores around the house. Again, it was a joke. If I was
I'm with that person.
If I was in your family, I would poison you both, you flogs.
Yeah. And do you know what? Again, I would actually allow you to.
Yeah. In the words of Winston Churchill, if you're in our family, we'd probably both drink it.
Yeah.
Hey, male or female, that one, do you know?
That was a female.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you think it was going to be a male saying that?
Possibly. I have a big male-based
You
fan
got a
club,
great
you know.
One of the bros.
I do.
You do.
What else have we got? Anything else?
I've got some feedback if you want it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what we'll
Is it
do
that time?
before we do Trish's feedback, because we'll just leave you hanging on the line there, people, for a second. We're going to take a quick break, coming back, Trish's feedback, and maybe any tips you might have, maybe not. It's a couple of good shows maybe to watch. I'm just rambling. Anyway, enjoy the break. Welcome back. Trish, I was going to say, have you got any feedback? But you alerted us early on that you have got feedback.
I do.
Commence when you're ready.
Okay, Niall says, in regards to the Heidi and Fletcher Sin City that was on Fox on Sunday night, Heidi was the Mickey Mouse, absolute legend.
The
best at shooting as well, which shouldn't surprise us because he grew on the land.
Grew up on the farm.
Yeah.
Grew on the
Mate, I
land.
tell you what, BB,
On the
see
land.
the twinkle,
I
see
know,
the
she
little
ran-
twinkle in
ooh.
BB's eyes when Heidi was like,
Loading it
showing
up.
his gunmanship. I was
Yeah.
just going, okay,
Loaded
whips,
gun.
and they're going, oh my God.
Yeah, but she had questions over you. You went, you aim quite low, don't you?
Yeah, she did. Right in the appendix there, BB. Don't get any ideas.
Now, he continued, you'll never get shot by tiny hands, so that's something you can sleep easy with.
Okay. You're talking to you, Trish.
And he's sending it to me.
Yeah, right.
And your tiny hands, obviously.
Yeah, I'd like to
Essentially,
think
you're not a
that-
threat, Matthew.
Yeah, I'd like to think that regardless of the hands and anything,
People are
that
gonna shoot
I
you.
would
And
not
with
be a
hands like
threat.
that, Matthew's much more of a knife guy, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just not handy, really.
Yeah.
Another listener, it's Trent, said, at Matt's description of the ultimate NRL player from last week?
Yeah.
You know, who are you piecing together again?
It was,
Reece
we
Walsh?
had Jake Clifford's legs. Reece Walsh's eyes, Pat Carrigan's hair. Ryan Madison's arms,
And
Jake Travojevich's personality.
You forgot that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his humility.
Jake just got engaged.
I saw that.
Oh, did he?
He
He's
did.
so
Old
lovely.
bluffhead.
He did.
Yeah.
Have you met his fiancée?
Yes. Shout out to the Waddell family, sister to Corey Waddell.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Keeping it in the team.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Now, is his fiancée, is she a singer or a performer of any kind?
Don't know. Why would you say
Yeah.
that?
Oh, just because the Taylor Swift factor. I'm sort of thinking I'm starting to gear players towards that. I thought, how wonderful would it be if a couple of NRL players started to sell best-selling artists? We just cut to them at Fox Sports.
Did
Well,
we
there it
ever
is.
have anyone that went out with a talented, whether it's an actor,
Clint Newton?
musician?
Yes, that was right. That's a
Okay.
bit of a sore point.
I don't know
there.
if
There's like
models
to talk
count.
about that.
What, you're saying models aren't
No,
talented?
I'm
well,
sort of
someone
like-
with a talent.
What it is, I'm sort of Trisha. Now, what I'm doing,
I think
I
a
can
model's
I
gonna
can
say
think
that.
I can think of a couple, but I just don't know how the relationship ended. I'd like to. Would
Do you know?
like to.
Remember Matt? There was
God, here
the
we go.
guy. He left his team to go to England for the short. Yeah. You know what was her name?
Yeah, let's
She had a
not
nick-
go.
No.
I think let's avoid
Okay.
those stories. It's probably just opening up old wounds.
Trans worms. All right. Well, anyway,
Love is a battlefield, Colin?
It sure is.
Trent says, at Matt's description of the ultimate NRL player, Trent says, I'm gay, and he's pretty much described his perfect man.
There you go, Trent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there you
thought I
go.
selected very
See,
well.
Jake Clifford's legs, man. Always work.
They're incredible
I still have to
legs.
Google them. I haven't done
Jake,
that.
is he back in North Queensland?
North Queensland, mate.
Oh, is he?
He's back there with his family. He's a Tully boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think him and pretty sure him and Flegler sort of came up together. The
Yeah,
same
right.
age group.
I'm glad he's back in his hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
new
really
family
like him.
support. They've got a young child, haven't
Yeah,
they?
Yeah.
Him and
And
Steph.
is he part Italian, Jacko?
He is.
I don't
Yeah, I
think he's
thought
part
so.
Italian.
He is
I think-
Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Well,
family.
Clifford doesn't sound Italian.
Yeah.
Johns doesn't sound Italian either.
No,
does
it's true.
Yeah, but you're half Italian.
Well, there we go. He might be half Italian.
Oh,
Trish.
that was my
Still
question.
applies.
Clifford the dog, is he Italian?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
Says in Italian.
That's
state.
why he's red. Clifford Big Red Dog.
Or Italian greyhound. But I put a little bit too much weight on.
Any more feedback?
Yes, Eve says bring back Keith. I told her that certainly will not be happening.
Keith the koala.
What happened to
Oh.
Keith?
Keith the koala. Keith
Keith-
was put on ice.
Yeah.
Not literally
Has
ice. Not literally
Has an
ice.
ice addiction.
I think
Yeah.
he caught the Colucci virus.
Oh,
Yeah.
nasty.
Chlamydia.
Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, no, he'll need much better material for that to be allowed a second entrance.
Now,
Cleaner
is,
or rough?
More clever.
Okay. Oh, fair
Put a
enough.
bit more effort into it.
yeah.
Offered effort actually went into that
Is it
one.
more clever or cleverer? Cleverer, more clever, better, clever.
More clever.
God, he's clever. Got to be more clever. Pretty more clever.
Dribbling.
Sorry.
People save this segment.
Good,
Okay.
good podcast
What have you been
today,
watching on
guys.
TV? What's something?
I had a little watch. Oh, because people have been talking about it. Married at First Sight. I do not watch it. Man, I don't know. I just only watched it for about 10 minutes. There was one guy that was having some sort of issue with himself, and the poor partner, I felt sorry for her.
Well, can you tell me what the issue? I haven't seen it. So
No, just everything was an issue to him. I don't know. I'm
like
and
on
I'm
a
thinking,
date or in the situation with all the groups. You know
I
they do
think
that.
in every situation, from what I saw, he just wasn't coping at all. I'm like, it's really kind of a bit dangerous that he's there for his own well-being. It was a bit off-putting. And there was a gay couple.
Yep.
Now, I saw them together. I went, oh, they actually looked really nice. What
Has
was their
anyone
name?
stayed married out of that show?
No, I didn't.
Has anyone
Usually-
lasted the distance?
It's usually just more to hype themselves up. I don't think I've never seen anyone go in there for actual love.
I was going to ask that. Would anyone have gone on there, you think, purely from the perspective of trying to meet someone? Or is it just promotion,
I think
self-promoting?
there'd be the odd one,
Odd
but
one.
I reckon 90% they're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I think most of them are in there for Instagram
But I'm pretty
followers, and then
sure-
they start a podcast, isn't that it?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Isn't
sure.
that the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it
we
was-
should do that.
What
it
if
was-
you're married at
oh, yeah,
first
whack
sight?
you on.
Boiler edition.
Oh, I got a
Third
partner.
time round.
No, they have that. They had that. Remember, my girlfriend was actually auditioned for that.
Oh, yeah.
Not mentioning any names.
No, it's
no.
all right.
It was where the kids were meant to match the parents.
Did she have a single syllable surname?
No.
No,
Yes,
two.
she did.
Oh, shush, stop it. I don't have to tell you the truth.
That's all right.
Oh, it was Stephen and Matthew.
Oh, cool.
Stephen looked really nice. I liked him a lot. So I hope they actually do find love.
Yeah.
Good podcast today, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, Kurt.
Big one next week, Vegas edition.
Yeah, and also keep your ears out. We do actually, in the coming weeks, have some season passes to the Nights to give away.
A giveaway. We'll talk about the nuances of that a little bit later. But yeah, if you're a Knights fan or indeed a rugby league fan, there's a couple of Knights tickets available, which were my life membership. But I thought, you know what? Let's just give it to part of our family. Our listening family.
You need binoculars to watch the game, and they've put Dad right up the back.
Yeah.
Hey, also, for our listeners, we are getting a hotline. So if you're drunk or you just want to send a listener question through, any feedback, stay tuned on the socials. Matty Johns Podcast will post about it a little bit. There'll be a number and a link that you can go to ring up.
Listen to you.
Dear
Is your
Lord.
surname Zuckerberg or Johns?
Gates.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rightio. Well, good to talk to you guys. Next week we've got the big Vegas edition as
yes.
Trish and I are about to fly out. Enjoy.